welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Pam and this is the Mrs. Champion channel. Happy Friday to you all. I hope you had a wonderful week. I hope it was a blessed week. I hope it was a stress-free week as we enter into this weekend and actually enter into August today. So it is the 1st of August and we are going to get back into this back to school binder and finish up these challenges from the collab that was hosted by Carly at Budget with Carly and Veronica over at Weekly Budget. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I know it's been a while since we saved in this because we were doing the Christmas in July savings challenges. So we're going to get back into this, finish this up, maybe do a couple minis or so over the next couple weeks for back to school. And I think I want to have back to school kind of wrapped up by the time the girls go back to school, which is on the 25th of August. So we have a few weeks to save in this and that's going to be it. We're going to be moving on to something else. So let's see what we have to save and finish up with this binder today. And you see that cute, adorable, adorable, adorable paper clip from Designs by Soul. One of the ones I ordered from her, and here's the other one. These will be in the, well, this one will definitely stay in a back to school binder because it does have the girls' school colors on it. And then this one, as you can see, has the black and gold on it, and that is representative of the Pittsburgh Steelers. As crappy as their football season may be this year, I guess time will tell, but that's neither here nor there. So let's get into this back to school binder. And just as a reminder, let's go over who is in this collab, and then we'll see how much money we have to finish this up. So we have Weekly Budgets, Budget with Carly, Allie Bear Budgets, Budgeting with Lysandra, Debt Free by 43, Ellie on Earth, Jamie RM Budgets, PansyBudgets, Reynolds Budget, Teach, Save, Travel, The Budgeting RT, and toriasbudgets. So all 12 of these ladies are part of this collab. You can find each one of these challenges on their either their Ko-Fi or their Google Drive. So I will be sure to make sure that each one of their YouTube channels are linked down below. And therefore, if you want to start saving, even if it's for next school year, you can pick up these challenges because they're really cute. I think that you can even use them for non-back to school stuff because I know for a fact Ellie doesn't have any littles anymore. She just has college age kids, and she is saving for a personal trainer. So I know that for a fact. And Carly, she doesn't have any kiddos. She just has fur babies, and she is a part of it is saving for a back to school. I think it's like a book bag drive that they're doing, and the other savings are going to different things like for her and for husband and house stuff. So it doesn't technically have to be for back to school stuff. You can save for your sinking funds in here too as well. So let's get into it. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and $200 to save in this collab today. And as you guys know, I have been pretty much just saving money and putting it right back into something that the girls need. I have to take Gabby on Wednesday to finalize her prescription for her contacts. So at that point, I'll probably just get the physical prescription in hand, bring it home, price out some different online providers who can just give me contacts, because I think when you buy directly from the doctor, I've found out that they cost way more than if you just go through like a 1-800 contacts or something like that. And so I will price it down and find the cheapest way to get these contacts. So it used to be just me that needed contacts, and now that I have two of us, yeah, it can be quite pricey. So let's go ahead and start with Veronica's challenge. And it says, my baby's first day back to school. She called her little baby a gremlin. It wasn't even a good gremlin. What was his name? Gizmo. Gizmo was the good gremlin. And then, yeah, it was a mess. If you haven't seen this movie, please go watch it. It is iconic. It literally is iconic. And the name of the movie is Gremlin. So let's go ahead and finish this challenge up. It looks like we have quite a few to go ahead and highlight, and I'm not going to get crazy about breaking up the colors like I usually would. I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. So we have a 3, And we have also a 2, a 1, so that's 6. And then 2 more would make 8. So we need to put 8 in this challenge. It looks like it's supposed to save us 25, so let's go ahead and grab 8. Let's see what we have in here. I might be able to. So we're gonna put this 2 back and grab a 10. Sorry, my cash tray's off to the side. So that would make 10, 20, and 5. And I did not grab, I didn't grab paper clips, but that's okay. We'll just set it to the side. I will stagger it if I have to. So next challenge is from Budget with Carly. And this is a Save 15 Plus. So we took care of all the 3s. We just have to roll for our last. And we do have, I'm gonna roll a D3. We'll roll them both at the same time. And we'll just start to fill in the circles, because what I don't want is for this video to be very long. So if I can speed it up a little bit, I will. So 1 and 1, we have 3 and 1. And then our last one is going to be a 3. So we are saving 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 in this. So let's go ahead and get $9 to see what we have. I don't have a 1. So that's fine. What I don't want to do is start running out of 5s. So I may have to condense this down. So let's go ahead and put this back for 20. Okay, so we have 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in Carly's challenge. And let me grab a black marker so I can mark how much each challenge saved us. Okay guys, I have my big oversized black Sharpie, and like I said, this was a $24 savings. So let's go ahead and mark that one there so I can make sure that we add all this up at the end and we can see. And I grabbed some paper clips while I was up. Alrighty, so that was challenge number 2 from Carly. So we're gonna move on to challenge number 3. And this one is from Allie Bear Budgets. And this is Alex, who does a lot of things with April Fresh Start, if you're familiar with either one of them. This is her back to school challenge, and we're gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of these circles that we need. So we have this one here. 2, this one, that would be 4 total. This is 5, and 2 more would be 7. As you can probably see, my my markers are dying, but that's fine because I have a whole pack over here that I haven't even opened yet. So, alrighty. My ice maker is making weird noises. That's why I paused. So let's see what we saved in this one. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 exactly. So let's go ahead and put this back for 20. Okay, so $25 in Alex over at Allie Bear Budgets challenge. Okay. And guys, are you ready for back to school? If you have little kids or, you know, like kids that are still in school, are you guys ready? I feel like I'm okay, I'm on point. But I still feel like we've been spending a lot of money because of all the extracurricular activities that started. But now that pretty much is over as far as the brunt of what they need for money. So now it's just basically getting all just the, like the clothing and like I said, Gabby's contacts and shoes. That's all they really need. So, I mean, we're at a point where we're kind of blessed to have a lot of the big stuff out of the way, and we just got to finish up with the little things. So, well, clothing's really not so much little, especially for teenage girls. So, but what I usually do at the beginning of the school year is I'll get them just enough to get started, because I don't want to buy a bunch of summer clothes because it's not going to be summer for much longer, especially here in PA. And then what I usually do is towards fall and winter, that's when we go big shopping, because that's when they'll need like the heavier clothing, new coats, and boots. So it kind of all works out. All right, so moving on, this is the back to school challenge from Budgeting with Lysandra. Look how adorable that is. Winnie the Pooh and his apple, and he has his sack of books. So we already finished these numbers over here. We just have to do the roll and save. So let's go ahead and do that. And so we have a 2 and a 2. And roll again. We have a 2 and a 1. And one last time, we'll use the green. We have a 3. So in this, we are putting 3, 4, 6, 8, and 10, an additional $10 in this challenge. And so in total, this challenge helped us save $31, 20, 30, and 1. Okay, perfect. All right, challenge number 4. I think this one might be a little spicy. Oh, no. This is from Debt Free by 43, and I have these crappy stickers. So that's why I had a problem getting that out. So let's go ahead and scratch these last 4. So we have 5. Just making sure I'm still recording. My phone hasn't done anything weird. And 3 is 8. Ooh, there's that 9. My gosh, I wasn't expecting that. That's 17. And a 1 is 18. So not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but not as good as I thought it was going to be either. Okay, so that is $18. That's right? So 5, was that right? Oh gosh. Did I scratch a 7 or a 5? 16, 17, 18, 19. I think it's 19. Or is it 18? I think it's 19. I'm just gonna put 19 in here. So let's take the 1 back and put the 20. It says it's supposed to save 60. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. So because it says save 60. So 20, 40, and 60. Thank goodness she had that on there, because I couldn't remember what we all scratched. That's why it's probably important to pull the money as you go. So you see what that did? Put all those remnants of that scratcher on the inside. So I'm going to have to get an alcohol pad and get that out. All right, number 6 is a challenge by Ellie on Earth, and we are going to go ahead and finish up our last circles. It looks like we need 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for this challenge. So 2, 3, 4, and 2 more makes 6. And as I stated before, you can find each one of these challenges on each of the creators' channels. So you just go to their channel, you go in their description box, you go ahead and pull from their Ko-Fi or their Google Drive, and make sure that you subscribe, and please watch at least a couple videos of their content before you use their challenge. It's just the right thing to do, guys. Okay, so it's supposed to save 25. So let's see what we have. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I think I have 120 left. So let's go ahead and swap this out. And I think we'll be able to get through this just fine with 200, but let me not speak too soon. And the reason why I say that is because there's a couple challenges we hadn't even touched yet. And this is one of them. Oh gosh. So this can get really crazy. So this is from Jamie at RN Budgets. And what I did, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but it's done now. I felt like she didn't put enough icons on here, so I split each circle in half. But this is my first time touching this challenge. So we're just going to use a D3, and it's fine. It's a D6 that has numbers 1 through 3 on it. So let's go ahead and roll a few times and see what we're saving in this. Whew, and here we go, rolling a bunch of 3s. 2 and 1. 3 and 1. And this is fine. Like I said, all this savings is going directly to shoes and clothes. And, you know, just my daughter's needs for her, her glasses. in her contacts. I don't think she needs glasses. I hope not. But I think she's going to be sticking more towards contacts because she does wear glasses as well. So I don't know. I might have to buy both, guys. But here we go. Let's add this up. So 6 and 3 is 9. And 4 is 13. And 4 more is 17. 4 more is 21. 4 more is $25. So let's get our last 20 and 5. Thank you, Jamie, for making such a cute challenge. I mean, look how adorable that is. That little otter. And he got his little paw up, ready to answer the question, or either asked to go to the bathroom, probably. So $25 in this challenge. Let's go ahead and mark that up. And then we'll add everything up in the end to see what we saved in total. Okay, this next one's from PansyBudgets, and this is her contribution to the collab. And it looks like we're saving the last of the numbers because it looks like all the icons are done. So we have 1 and 2 is 3 and 1 is 4 and 3 is 7. Working our way around. Oh, we do have an icon. One icon would make it 8 because each icon's $1. Let me just make sure I have everything crossed off. Okay, so we're going to get an additional $8. Let's see, do we have 2? Yep, and we can grab a 10. And so in this challenge, we have 10, 25, and $6 for PansyBudgets. Thank you so much, ma'am, for helping me save for my kiddos. Challenge 9 is another one we hadn't touched, and this is from Reynolds Budget. Very cute challenge. It is a roll any die, and if you can see next to each school bus, there's a number that you add to what you roll. That's optional. I'm going to do it because I need to save as much money as I can. If not, this money is just going to go into a different challenge anyway. So, you know, teenage girls, they need... And I don't even really have teenage girls. Michaela's only 12, but her needs are of a teenage girl. So let's go ahead and roll. Let's roll 2. Okay, so this is number 1. Green is going to be the first number. Yellow is going to be the second. So we rolled a 2. So plus 1 is going to be a 3. This is a 3 plus 3 is going to be a 6. Ooh, this is going to be spicy. So green is first. 3 and 1 is 4. 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 1. So 1 and 2 is 3. 1 and 3 is 4. Ooh, that was a 1. So 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 1 is 3. And then our last roll, 2 and 3 is 5. Okay, so this is a lot of money. So let's go ahead and add this up. And I don't have my calculator, so let's hope I do this right. 3 and 6 is 9, plus 4 is 13, plus 3 is 16, plus 3 is 19. 19 and 4 is 23. 23 and 3 is 26. 26 and 3 is 29. And then 29 is 5 is $34 is going to this challenge. Oh my gosh. And I have enough, but I hope I have enough to finish everything else. So let's get 31, 2, 3, and 4. And hopefully I added it up all right, because if I didn't, oh well, that's what we're putting in here. Okay, so 34 for Reynolds Budget. Okay, and then I forgot to mark this one from Pansy. That one was 26. Just so we can quickly add this up at the end. Okay, number 11. Oh boy, this was from Teach Save Travel. We only had 3 scratchers left, and I think there might be still a spicy number under here. So let's see, 5. We're gonna have to stop here in a second and make sure I have enough money, because if we don't, we're probably not gonna finish all of them. And that's just gonna be fine with me. 9. So that is 9 and 8. Ooh, 17. Okay. We will be going into minis next week. I think this is gonna take all $200, which, like I said, it's okay. But you know, when you're saving such a big amount at once, it does seem kind of odd. But we need to finish up these challenges. So this doesn't give us a total, but it looks like it's 1 through 10 added together. So 20, 30, 40, 5, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $55 for that challenge. My gosh. This is going to be a big save in this collab, so I'll take it. And tomorrow we'll have our game night, which will probably be more like game day. It drives me crazy to have this stuff on the inside of my envelopes. And we'll introduce all the new challenges that we're doing for August. Okay, this is from Budgeting RT, which is Rashonda. And it says, back to school to show my dad I'm not a fool. I think those are song lyrics. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So, and each icon is $2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's a $10 save. So let's go ahead and grab our a 10, and that would be $10, $20, and $30 into this challenge. Okay, perfect. And then we have number 12, our last one. And we did start this one. This is from Toria's Budget, or Victoria, but her channel is Toria's Budget here on YouTube. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 roll and saves. So let's go ahead and roll a couple times. So 3 and 2 is 5. And then one last time, 1 and 1. So that's a total of 7. And we actually did not use all of the money. We'll add it up here in a second to see what was left. I don't have any 20s left though, so that's okay. 10, 15, 21, and 2 for that challenge. And then let's go ahead and mark. And then this one was 30. And let's grab the calculator and see what we saved in total. So this is 20, 30, 40, 5, 55 for this one. See where I can put this where you can see it. Because we're gonna add all these up and see what the total was. Okay, let's move this aside. I had pulled this D4, D8 dice 1 through 4 out from Budget, I'm sorry, not Budget with Carly, Bookish Mama Budgets, but we ended up not using it. One last thing before I leave, these are free on my Ko-Fi if you guys want to go grab them for back to school. This is a color and save. Has icons and letters you can color in. And then this scratch off, Dear Math, please stop asking us to find your ex. She's not coming back, and don't ask why. I saw that and just fell in love. I'm very much a nerd when it comes to math. I love math. One of the main reasons why I became, well, I shouldn't say one of the main reasons. Let's be real. Like, I became a nuclear medicine technologist at 40-some years old. But there's a lot of math in nuclear medicine, and I just love it. So, not so much the chemistry portion of it, but the math and the physics, absolutely adore that part of nuclear medicine. Okay, so let's grab my calculator, and then we're gonna add up all these challenges and see how much they saved us. Okay guys, we have everything set up, and we are gonna just go ahead. We're not gonna even unstuff it, I'm gonna leave it together, but I do have the totals on each. So from Teach Safe Travel, it was $55. From Budgeting RT, $30. From Toria's Budget, we have $22. From Reynolds Budget, we have $34. From Pansy's Budget, we have $26. From Jamie RN Budgets is $25. From Ellie on Earth, $25. From Debt Free by 43, we have $60. From Budgeting with Lysandra, we have, oh, I didn't mark it on there, huh? Haha, $31. Let's put that on there. From Allie Bear Budgets, we have $25. From Weekly Budgets, we have $25. And from Carly, we have 24. So a total of $382 in this collab. That's amazing. I am honestly hoping that will take care of at least the clothes for the two of them. Clothes and shoes. I would be absolutely floored. If I can get through clothes, shoes, and contacts with $382, amazing. I will let you guys know. I will come back in one of the future videos and let you know how I was able to let this stretch. I really and truly hope that I can get at least the clothes and shoes taken care of for that, because I still need to get them underclothes as well. So, but thank you guys so much for tuning back in. Thank you so much for just supporting me and leaving comments. Like I know I say this in almost every video, but it definitely gives me that boost that I need to keep getting behind the camera and saving. You know, it's very easy to just go ahead and put this into savings, or just go ahead and spend the money first. But there's really no fun in doing that. I'd like to be able to, you know, play with the money, see the money, and then spend it or save it. So we're going to get into some new challenges next week for back to school. And we may not play with that binder very long, because I just don't know how far I'm going to get with this. If I need just a few more savings, then we'll maybe do 6 more challenges, 6 more minis, and be done. We'll move on to something else. Believe me, we have other stuff to save for. And you'll see that in tomorrow's video. So, but thank you guys so much. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic Friday night. Friday nights are going to start to be really filled with football and cheer in these upcoming weeks. So I probably won't be able to film too much on Friday nights anymore. But that's just part of life. So things change. You got to be able to change with it. So, but I will see you tomorrow for game night. And I love you all. Have a great night. Be safe in anything that you do. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.